of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you. You're safe now. White Heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia.
Whoa. It's Ambrosia.
It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you. Good girl. Whoa. Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
That room's as ragged
So Martha's all right.
This one's so lucky, though.
Have you finished?
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe. Not that I'm planning a journey.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Otto's gonna skin me alive.
They say removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one.
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole. That way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother. Oh, if only I could shoot an arrow through his heart.
And you say Sid built this place?
Well, one can't really build what's been lying around for several thousand years. But it was his idea we claim it for our own.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. It would explain Blackthorn's foul mood.
All that pounding must be splitting his skull.
What do you need? So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that then? That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a man. But no, here it is.
If Martha's gonna get back on her feet, she'll need our help.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Is it business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining. They only drop still. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Sorry, sold out. None today, I'm afraid. I'm not running a charity here. Finished, are you?
Clive. Back to work then.
live in the sky. Where did they get the fish? They ain't flying fish, silly.
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing. If only there were a salve to mend a broken engine.
My knowledge is yours. Look around you. Still, why? It has been difficult, certainly. Had you not let... I still remember. And thank goodness they did. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings born, an erstwhile home in twain are torn. Now in his path away.
Depending on who you ask, this lake was either formed when one of the fallen cities plummeted from the sky, or when a giant worm dug a lair for itself. My guilt.
Long now, Martel. They'll try your apple soon enough. See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideout. You couldn't take them so.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for it.
Oh, she always had us. Here you go. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it pink. You'll have to ask the lid if you want to know how it works, though.
It's not the ether. It's the water.
Chocobo, Chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go.
You think it's all right to touch him?
I hear there's trouble in Rosario.
That broom's as ragged as ghosts.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked?
These aren't those apples, are they? She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Them old apples were enough to curdle your guts. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
I like to make
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen an old Sid was the only one who could even have them right from the branch. Made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for...
That sounds like the Sid I need.
Planning on keeping that lot? Hang on. I'm glad to see someone Carrot reckons should be Clive.
Not so much as a thank you. Well, you can leave the box.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I'm planning a journey.
Here for another of my lectures?
Allow me to educate you. Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Them old apples were enough.
Finish with that log so we can go.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
That room's as ragged as...
Them old apples were enough to curdle your guts. But these beauties are...
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with late. Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. Then perhaps I can. Mole apples were enough to curdle your gut.
How much water can a flower drink?
About as much as a bothersome boy.
Cursebreakers sent. They were clearly very.
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. Even she put everything into her. When she died,
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not.
Oh.
By the way.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?